Here we are in the Yamaha World Superbike garage. I'm leaning on Alex Lowe's race bike here, and today we're going to talk about the dash, which for him as a rider is his office, and for us inside the box it's our reference. What you can see here on the first page is the mechanic's reference page when they're warming the bike up. The three key figures that they can see are the battery voltage, the oil pressure and the water temp. And then we scroll through to the next page, front and rear suspension, when we need to zero the suspension after there's been a change to something on the suspension. The other key numbers are also kept there as a reference to keep an eye on. We scroll through to the next page. This is our 4 lambdas in the exhaust to make sure they're all giving us the correct readout. Scroll through to the next page. This is quite important, particularly on the start grid before a race. It reads out from the internal sensors inside the tyres. We can see the temperature of the core temperature of the tyre and the pressure, and if there's a problem, a tyre's going down or the temperature's not right. It's at the flick of a button, and now that we have a minimum tyre pressure that we're not allowed to go below on the rear, we can see where we are here. And finally, back to the mechanics page when they're warming the bike up.
So AP has shown you what's capable on the dash. Obviously when I'm riding and I'm in a race mode, I don't need all that information. So I sort of bespoke it just for me or each rider individually, but I like to have a few key points. The bottom left, the number in red, this is the gear position, so it lets me know what gear I'm in. In the top left-hand corner of the actual dash, the L in the blue box, this is launch control. So when that's on, it means the launch control is activated and the bike's ready to do a start at the start of the race. Down in the bottom right corner, we've got the green and the red number. These are the different maps which I use during the race, which we set up in practice. The water temperature is the top right, so unless this gets really high, I shouldn't need to worry about that too much. Here we have the rolling lap time, and then the best lap in the middle, which gives you the best lap of the race or that current session. The white lines in the middle is the RPM, but when you're riding the bike and you're leaning off and moving around, you can't really see them. So the lights across the top, I use these as my reference for when to shift at the perfect times, because even when you're leaning off the bike, right or left, you can still see the light up progressively, and I know the perfect time to shift. So nice and simple, but this is my workings on the dash.